Son of a bitch. One night under the fucking pine tree. Ay. Alright, so fall is definitely in the air. I'm going to be switching gears pretty soon. Away from my Miata here and focusing a little bit more on that one over there. I'm going to drive this one up to my parents' farmhouse and put it in the barn for the winter. And I am going to turn this Miata into a little bit of a Winter Warrior, a Miata that I can drive in shitty Maine weather this winter. And I've got my first thing I ordered to accomplish that, which is this Flyin Miata 3-inch suspension lift. Basically just strut extensions. Pretty simple, relatively inexpensive and easily reversible. So we're gonna go for a ride in my other Miata, and I will divulge a little bit more of my plan for this beast. Lulu, you wanna go for a ride? Come on, in the car.
She does this weird little thing. She'll kind of cock her head to the side and look at me like she hears something. And I won't hear anything at all. And I really wish you could just talk to me. Just like she hears this strange noise. And I have no idea what it is. Is it transmission? Wheel bearing? Is it the motor? What is it? Why did it talk to me? Alright, so within the next, probably the next month, this Miata, I'm going to be putting it away in the barn for the winter. I don't want it to see any sort of the salt or anything they put on the roads. Because this car is from Texas and it is spotless as far as rust goes. So while that is in the garage or in the barn, I'm gonna try and do a little bit of interior work on this car. I'm gonna be ditching the red interior and going with a mostly black interior. And I saw these seats I really like. They're Bride. I don't know if they're actual Bride seats or if they're knockoffs or what. But they're a nice green color. I really like them a lot. And so I want to have a mostly black interior with the green Bride seats and dark green carpet. And I actually got a bunch of carpet samples here from an automotive interiors website. So I'm going to have a dark green carpet, the green Bride seats, and then maybe some green highlights elsewhere in the car. And by highlights, I mean, I'm not going to be painting parts of my dashboard. I mean, like maybe green stitching on the shift boot. If there's any stitching on the door panels, I kind of like the quilted stitching door panels, maybe with black with green stitching on, something like that. So I think that'll be nice. I really do like doing interior stuff. And so I will be driving my other Miata, and that car is actually from Florida too, and that car is rust-free. But I'm going to be driving it this winter. I bought it with the intention of using it for parts, but I would feel really bad doing that because it is a completely functional car that needs nothing. So I think I'm going to drive it for this winter, and then I think I'm going to resell it this spring. Or I might keep it, I don't know, we'll see what happens, but that's mainly drive it this winter, flip it next spring. Since I'm going to be driving it in inclement weather, a hard top is going to be a must. Luckily, both of my Miatas have a hard top, although I'm going to be switching this top onto that car because this one has a defrost, and the one that's on that car currently doesn't. I actually took my soft top off of this car the other day too. It's really nice to have all that extra space back there on the deck. But so I think the two main things I'm going to do to that car to make it easier to drive in the winter is going to be that Flyin Miata 3-inch suspension lift That'll give me 3 inches up front, and I think it's 3¼ inches lift in the back. And it's just you just unbolt your struts, bolt that to the bottom of it and to the control arm, and lift the car up. And I think, I'm not sure, I know you can run a slightly larger tire, nothing like too substantial, but I think the lift and a really nice set of studded snows are going to be the 2 main things I'm going to do to it. But I want to make sure that hard top is sealed up like a dolphin's asshole, because I don't want any water getting in the car and freezing and expanding and fucking shit up. So, and then I might do some other little mods to it, maybe like some factory style looking mud flaps would be kind of cool. Maybe an LED light bar, like down inside the mouth. If it looks pretty cool lifted, maybe I'll put like one of those little Bambi Killer brush guard thingamajiggers on it. But yeah, winter is definitely coming. Well, it's still not getting super cold at night, but we're gonna have snow here without a doubt in the next month or two. So it's just a matter of time. So I'm gonna be switching gears, starting work on that other Miata, get that ready to drive in the snow. And I have this other idea. I've thought about this for a long time, and it's something I've always wanted to do. And it's something that would be way better suited to a 4-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive vehicle. But since I don't really have any interest in that, I'm gonna try it. And I want to try it on my other Miata. And I want to basically make my own set of snow tracks to have on the rear of the car. And I've drawn some things up. I've been doing some research online, and it's not too hard to do to make your own set of tracks for a 4-wheel drive truck or a ATV or whatever. So basically what I'm going to do is take a steel rim, with that mounted on the car, weld another spindle onto the hub of that rim, where you can bolt on the box tubing, basically the frame for the track, and then you've got the rollers on it. You've got one that you can adjust to adjust the tension on it, and then basically make the track out of old tires. Just cut the treads off, and link them together, and then inside the rim, weld tubing across the rim all the way around, so as the rim turns, that'll turn the tread with something on the inside of the tread. I don't know. It's not going to be super fancy. I think it's definitely doable. And then maybe I'll rig up some fancy skis for the front wheels, and then just have some fun in the snow with that. So definitely stay tuned, or if you want to see how that Miata shapes up, and I'll do some little vlogs or whatever on what it's like driving one in the winter. I don't know. I've heard they're not bad in the snow or in winter driving, but the main thing that worries me is ground clearance. Because they don't have hardly any, and I've been like framed out in the snow before in regular cars. So I think with that 3-inch lift kit and a good set of studded snows, and then maybe some weight in the trunk, it'll the equivalent of like driving a 2-wheel drive pickup in the snow, which isn't too bad, I don't think. But yeah, I want to do some other things to it too to make it more like a beastly looking kind of a Winter Warrior car. So stay tuned. I'll be putting the lift kit in it soon, and I will do like a full walkthrough on that basically, and see how that goes. All right, we will catch you next time. Hey, bye, Lou.